This is an absolutely huge win for educators and their families in South Carolina.
This week, the South Carolina House of Representatives unanimously passed a bill to establish a 6-week paid parental leave for teachers. Now, this applies to anyone who gives birth to or adopts a child. The bill now heads to the Senate for a vote.
And our Brooke Butler talked to a new mom and former Beaufort County teacher about this legislation today. She joins us now live tonight. And Brooke, how's she feeling?
Well, Shannon, Emily Mayer had to take about a month's worth of unpaid leave so she could take care of her newborn. So she's now feeling relieved that other teachers in the Palmetto State may not have to do the same in the future.
The House passing something unanimously is not something that happens very often, especially when it comes to something of this stature.
Beaufort County resident Emily Mayer is feeling hopeful after the South Carolina House unanimously voted to pass a bill that would allow teachers and other school district staff 6 weeks of paid parental leave.
I'm very happy that we're taking a step in the right direction, that people aren't going to have to make that choice between the career they love and their health.
That was a choice Mayer herself had to make back when she was teaching.
I was very fortunate to be in a situation where, one, I knew kind of what I needed to do to get the leave that I needed, and two, that my husband and I were in a position that I could take leave even if I wasn't getting paid for it.
Currently, federal law entitles teachers to 12 weeks of leave, but it doesn't have to be paid. Patrick Kelly with Palmetto State Teachers Association feels if South Carolina were to guarantee its educators 6 weeks of paid leave, it would help with recruitment and retention.
If we pass this into law, we would be the first state in the Southeast to offer a 6-week paid parental leave policy to educators, and one of only a handful in the nation.
I saw that some school districts have expressed concern maybe about whether they'll be able to afford something like this. What's your response to them?
National research shows that in order to replace a teacher who leaves, it costs a district on average $10,000 to $20,000. So yeah, there's a fiscal impact of providing paid parental leave, but there's a more significant fiscal impact if that teacher leaves the profession altogether and you have to replace them.
And Brooke, how many vacant teaching positions does South Carolina have?
Well, Shannon, according to a report for the Center for Educators Recruitment, Retention and Advancement, there were around 1,500 vacant positions at the start of the school year, and that was a 39% increase from last year. Shannon.
All right, Brooke, thanks so much.